Hello everybody, Sepulchre, and this is a grudge match between caine1138 and TinyDragon. Now, if you saw the previous game, ooh, nice little font rushing Caine. Tiny won the last match. Apparently there was a match before that I was not aware of that Caine won, so they've each won one game, and this is the tiebreaker. So this is the third game they've played together tonight. And we're going to witness it. There was a lot of trash talk in the lobby. Well, not really trash talk, more arguments. Caine said that if Tiny didn't use Orb of Frostfall, then he would have won. And so we'll see what happens. I don't know if Tiny's just gonna play normally and not do Orb or what. I don't know. I guess they're just gonna play like they usually would. So Malindor goes down this font with 2 exertions, and now he's secured it. Cave Runner stealthed Flash Bomb over here, so Cave Runner's running around over there. On Tiny's side, he's got an Ice Elemental, a Lonx Chieftain, and Caine just deployed an Infamiliar. Does Tiny have another champion I missed? I don't see it. Good. Cool, so that's it. Wasn't sure if he had like a Lonx Hunter or, you know, something stealth or I don't know. So there's a Frostwing Glaive. Frostwing Glaive hunts Prince Malindor. Prince Malindor has to be one of my favorite Underdeath champions. He's just such a badass. Look at him. He's so cool. I mean, he's a Minotaur, right? And he's got 4 defense. I don't know why, but the 4 defense is just like awesome to me. I don't know. He's like, because he's such a tank. But then he's got exertion, and you're just like, oh, let's just lose all of that HP on movement. I do that all the time. Yeah, but you know, he's got badass abilities. Tremor, Duel, of course. Secure Fonts, obviously. Trample, Assault. You can get Bind on him, but nobody does that because you've already got Assault. But every now and then you have like a new player who comes in and it's like, oh yeah, I run both Bind and Assault on my Malindors, and it's like, okay, overkill. Okay, so there's a Vossir Reaver. And he's going to defend this font down here. So Caine's officially got 2 fonts, basically, to Tiny's 1. So Caine's already up on Nora. And if there's one thing that Caine's good at, it's Nora management. So there's a Trample. Malindor moves all the way up. Tremors, not Tramples. Tremors, Chieftain, then exerts and moves back. So actually Malindor has now suffered 24 HP worth of self-inflicted loss of life. Almost at half HP just from exertions. And of course he Tremors the Lonx Chieftain, but the Lonx Chieftain is 6th range. He'll still be able to get 2 hits off on Malindor if he so desires. Only for 7 damage each. But the upside is he won't get to get a hit off with Glaive. Although Tailwind can still affect Lightning Elemental. But I don't think it will result. It could result in another hit, actually, if he moved Frostwing Glaive all the way 8 spaces. He could get a hit off with Ice Elemental for 8. So he could do 15 damage, and then maybe an Ice Storm, and he could actually kill Malindor, but he's not going to do that. He's going to move Ice Elemental over here. He's going to relocate Ally on Frostwing Glaive instead of attacking again with the Chieftain. Better move than what I had, and so Ice Elemental moves up from Tailwind and caps the font up here. Or at least contests it, because we don't know where the Cave Runner is. So, of course, Frostwing Glaive is hunting Malindor. So we'll see what happens here. It might be a stun, Might just be a regular attack. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. But I do know that Tiny had better... yeah, it's a stun. Yeah. Tiny had better, like, incapacitate Melindor or kill it. And I think he'd be hard-pressed to kill it. If he did kill it, he would have used up Nora, and he's better off using that on deploys at this point. So, yeah, Ice Elemental actually does cap the font there. And Caine just cast a hidden spell. Probably Avenging Flame on Melindor. And he sacrifices it, and of course it hits Frostwing Glaive. Yeah, and the reason that you can know, the reason that you were able to detect that he cast a hidden spell is because Infamiliar has Favor. If you're a new player and you're wondering how I possibly knew that, he has Favor, which means whenever you cast a spell, you gain 5 Nora. And there's the Cave Runner. Oh, hello, Cave Runner. Cave Runner takes a lot of damage from walking around on the lava. And now Cave Runner's going to tunnel over here and is 2 spaces away from the font. I'm not sure what's going on. So Tiny has this font up here. I'm not sure what Caine is doing right now. His Vossir Reaver is holding the line here, so he is unstoppable, so he can't be galed out of the font that he's defending. He's also got 5 defense now. So Caine has kept that font. He's going to doom his own Infamiliar, and the reason that he dooms it is so he can get more Nora from the short-lived globe when he sacrifices it, or retributions, or whatever he wants to do. So Glaive takes another 10 damage from Avenging Flame, and there's a Bach Enforcer out. And so actually up here, Cave Runner doesn't do anything, just sitting outside the font, and TinyDragon has this one. So we'll see what TinyDragon does next. I'm not sure how much Nora he has to work with, but he could kill that Cave Runner, foreseeably, if he had enough Nora. Of course, all the moves I could think of involve Gale Force, so probably won't do that. Probably doesn't have enough Nora to do it, and I'm not sure if it would even be a good move for him to do it. But if I'm not mistaken, Flash Bomb gets off cooldown this next turn. So Caine's able to stealth next turn if he so desires. So, moves in Lonx Hunter there. Not sure what else he's thinking about doing. He moves him in all the way, right next to the Bach Enforcer. And Lonx Chieftain looks like will attack Lonx Enforcer. Is that what I just said? Lonx Chieftain. Sorry. Attacks Bach Enforcer once. What? There's a Frostwing Glaive. So Tiny deploys a Frostwing Glaive up there. And Tiny moves around his Ice Elemental. I almost said Acid Elemental. It's late, okay? It's late at night. I am unable to talk. I lose my ability to talk late at night. So, yeah. We'll see what Caine does now. He's going to Flash Bomb, probably into the font. Can't think of anywhere else he would go. You know what I want to see? I want to see a fight happen up here someday. That's what I'd just love to see. I don't know how that would be possible, but, you know, if it could happen, that would sure be cool. Can you imagine 2 shield demons duking it out? Okay. So there's a shield throw from Vossir Reaver on Glaive. And of course Glaive doesn't have evasive, so it takes full damage, 16 damage from the shield throw. And Bach Enforcer moves up to get Punishing Aura on Frostwing Glaive. And of course Frostwing Glaive has 8 AP, so Punishing Aura will kill it. It will do 16 damage. Vossir Reaver staying in the font there too, so he's still defending it. This Infamiliar, the doomed Infamiliar, moves up into the font. There's the Ember Wasp. And the Ember Wasp is probably in this area down here. Of course, Lonx Hunter has detection, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he has maybe he put Ember Wasp over here. That's probably what he did. I'm not sure. I'm guessing that's what he did. I didn't think for a second. So, and actually, Cave Runner did not flash bomb into Tiny's spawn. He flash bombed. He probably flash bombed this away, and he's fixing to move over to the shrine for a firebomb on that Ember Wasp they just deployed. That's probably what his plan is. So Ice Elemental moves over, hits the Imp Familiar, and yeah, we'll see what else happens. Of course, if I'm not mistaken, Bach Enforcer also used Command Dodge last turn, so he's dodging the next range attack from Chieftain. See what else Tiny does. 1 attack, 2 attacks from Hunter there for 20 damage. 1 attack from Chieftain, dodged by Enforcer. So now, oh, there's a Throat Rend Lonx. Completely missed that. Throat Rend Lonx, and then there's Glaive. He was trying to get Tailwind off, I think, maybe for Ice Elemental. I'm not sure. He moved the Glaive kind of weirdly up here. Not sure what that was about. So Bach Enforcer moves all the way next to Chieftain. Of course, Chieftain's minimum range is 4, so he's going to have a difficult time dealing with that on his own. Caine scries. And of course the big question on everyone's mind who's observing is where the fuck is that Ember Wasp? And people have been talking, but I haven't been paying attention. There's the Cave Runner. So the Cave Runner was actually over here and tunneling over there. This square right here is apparently Earth, even though the animation is lava. I've never tried to tunnel there. That's interesting to know. So he tunneled from there to there. And Cave Runner's just running away. So Caine and Tiny are both kind of all over the place right now. Glaive's up here, not going to be doing anything for a couple turns. Ice Elemental's way over here on his own. Cave Runner's running around. Start over here. Went over here. Now he's back over here. She's back over here. Nobody knows where the Ember Wasp is except for Caine. So Tiny's gonna actually end up. Ooh, I was mistaken. I was going to say Tiny's going to end up getting that short-lived globe, but not so. He's going to move the Ice Elemental down and attack the Cave Runner instead. And the Ice Elemental is short-lived as well. I forgot to mention that. So there's a momentum from Chieftain, and actually Lonx Hunter will attack the Bach Enforcer twice and kill it. So there you go. Of course, Chieftain moves down, gets the globe. We'll keep the observer chat open because that's fun. So Glaive moving a little bit more. There's an ice storm and he catches the Ember Wasp. Wow. So he caught the Ember Wasp right there. Of course, Ember Wasp has vulnerability frost, so it takes 40% more frost damage. Cave Runner dies. Oh my god. From 5 frost damage. Phew. There's another Cave Runner from Caine. He tunnels and moves into the font right there to contest. Not sure what he's going to do with that Ember Wasp now. It's kind of screwed. Do a flame charge maybe? maybe he'll move in for a nuke right now. Oh, actually he can't. I take that back. He's on he's over impassable terrain right now, so his Ember Wasp is actually stuck there. And really, I'd say it's in Tiny's best interest to just let it live for now. Well, I guess not now, but I don't know why. I got my turns mixed up. Today's shitty commentary is brought to you by Sepulcher. Okay, so what's Tiny gonna do? He puts out a War Banner for a little annex and +1 damage and +5 HP all around. Summons is gonna get 2 attacks off from Tailwind, which Glaive is actually moving up. There's a Gale, and that Cave Runner is dead. Just like that, dead. And so Tiny gets that font. And there's Throat Rend being a douche, moving down here, attacking the Infamiliar. Of course, he's got flanking actually, huh? Flanking and enrage too. So he kills that Infamiliar. 1 attack from Chieftain brings Ember Wasp down to 6 HP. And I think he should probably kill it. Unless he wants to deal with a potential nuke right there. He's going to move Hunter out of the way. That's probably wise. Well, Caine will get an opportunity to do something, I'm sure. His Ember Wasp only has 6 HP though. So there you go. Ember Wasp moving over, moving right to the spot that I just pointed at. He's going to attack Chieftain once there. And Bosshair Reaver attacks once for flanking. Leaves Chieftain with 1 HP. And we'll see what Caine does next. Actually, Angel of Pain. That's interesting. He runs Angel of Pain with Bleed and Blood Tracker. So he used Blood Tracker to create Eviscerated on Chieftain and kill it. I personally would never, ever in a million years take Blood Tracker on Angel of Pain. But Caine has sworn by it since the Angel buff, so yeah, I mean, I can't imagine not taking Escalation on Angel of Pain. But so Frostwing Glaive tapping the Shrine now, and it looks like Tiny's way in control of this game. He's got these 2 fonts up here. He's got more champions out right now. He's about to kill Ember Wasp. He's tapping on the Shrine. And he didn't even use Orb this game, which is what Caine was talking about in the ranked lobby. There's a Lonx Chieftain. By the way, can I just say, I hope that everyone, all the Savage Tundra whiners out there who think that Lonx are not competitive can watch this. Now, I know that Tiny's not running a full Lonx deck. He's running a Lonx Hybrid. He's running Chieftain, Hunter, Hunt Leader, and Throat Rend, along with stuff like Frostwing Glaive and flying shit like Ice Elemental. Which, I mean, I've seen people use the Lonx flying hybrid deck since Lonx Chieftain was released. So I mean, it's nothing revolutionary or anything, but you know, Lonx is a good theme, and I'm sticking to that. I had a really fun time playing Lonx, and I uploaded a few videos from my time doing that. There's another Ember Wasp. So Caine just sort of retreating with Angel of Pain and Reaver, and Tiny's gonna go for a full frontal assault. Throat Rend Lonx moves up with detection. I guess Ember Wasp is not up here by the shrine because Throat Rend has detection and he hasn't detected it. And then there's a hunter. Well, there he is. I was about to say, unless he's in the back here, and then that happened. So there's a stun on Ember Wasp. Of course, the stun symbol is moved over. It's not actually over Ember Wasp. It's kind of funny. Tailwind moving around, and Isomel's going to attack. Of course, Ember Wasp is vulnerable to frost damage, and that's exactly the attack type that Ice Elemental has. So it looks like Tiny's definitely won this. He's got 5 champions closing in on the shrine. 4, sorry, the Ice Elemental just died of short-lived. 4 champions closing on the shrine. If Caine can get out of this, it'll be a miracle. I mean, we've got, you know, basically these 4 champions are full HP or almost full HP in the case of Throat Rend. So, we'll see. Sacrifices the Ember Wasp. No Avenging Flame. Interesting. Would have expected that. And, has he already used Fortify? I can't remember. The games are blurring together for me right now. Yeah, maybe he's got something up his sleeve. Ah, there's the Fortify. Okay, I didn't think he used it yet, but I wasn't sure. Is that a passive ability? Oh, it's fortified. Sometimes you get this symbol on champions and it says passive ability with no text. And I don't know what it is. So he does another deploy. It's an Unfamiliar down here. Looks like he's going to leave his shrine to fend for itself. There's the Lonx Hunt Leader. So that avatar, and of course Tiny moving his champions around here to corner the avatar so that when it does transfigure, it's trapped, has nowhere to go. Basically set his champions up to where it's engaged to both Throat Rend Lonx and Lonx Hunter on the corners, which is important because when you're trying to disengage, you know. And then if it tries to move up, Lonx Hunter's there. If it tries to move to the right, you know, basically it can't move outside this little 3x3 square right here. It can't do it. So Unfamiliar, you know, replicates and does flame charge. And also an important part of boxing in, he's going to sacrifice the original, of course, always. And the important thing about boxing in the avatar is that, you know, less searing aura damage. So there's a Prince Melindour right there. He's going to exert and do a tremor, actually. So he moves all the champions kind of away. So I guess he's playing on transfiguring. Not sure. Caine's got 20 seconds to act. I hope my internet didn't disconnect me. Haha. Nope. Oh, I didn't have Observer. chat up. Okay, so there's the transfigure. Not sure what's going to happen. A spell was cast just now because favor happened, and actually he didn't do anything with the avatar. Now Tiny's going to transfigure with his avatar for Bestial Presence. Gives +3 damage to all of his champions and +10 HP, and now he's just going to attack with everything, and Caine's avatar is dead. So Tiny wins. How about that? Good game. And I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys later.